Guys, welcome to SOuP on YouTube. My name's Jeremy and I want to talk to you today about the smartest tool in SOuP called the SmartConnect. SmartConnect is a marking menu on steroids. So you assign it a hotkey and use it to make appropriate connections between nodes. It's called Smart because it gives you a list of possible connections based on what you've selected. So if you select mesh objects, it'll give you mesh input outputs. If you select transform objects, it'll give you the numerical data related to transformations. So it's yeah, I guess you could call it pretty smart in those terms. So to actually set it up, you need to have installed SOuP plugin, the latest SOuP plugin build by Peter. And if you go to Windows and then the settings and preferences and hotkey editor, you'll need to set up a hotkey for it. So I've set a hotkey set, my own hotkey set, and down here if you look at the application command and type in smart, it'll come up down here for the press script and the on release script. Now to set up the key, you need to first make sure that you have this on press and the bottom one on release, and then you can set up a hotkey for it in here after that. If you do it the other way around, Maya will probably throw up a bit of a flag and tell you that you can't assign the same hotkey to the two different commands, so make sure you do that first. And over here you have the a keyboard of all the assigned and unassigned keys, so just assign it to one that's not already assigned to, and then you should be good to go. So once you're happy with that, just put save and close, and then you're good to go. So as I said before, SmartConnect will give you a list of attributes based on your connection, the things that you've selected. So here I'm going to select the make poly in the sphere shape, and if I just hit the hotkey, I'll get the relative attributes based on my selection there, and I can make the connection and it'll do it for me. Over here, for example, if I do it for the transforms, I can just hit my hotkey again and left click, mouse click, and I'll get more of this transform information here, so I can connect the scale and to the translate. And I assume that I've just connected for cubes. So if I scale the cube up, I'm going to get my sphere translating, as you would expect. Also, it's so smart that it will make it can make multiple connections for you. So if I select the joint as the source, and then after that shift click everything else as the target, I can then connect, for example, the joint orient and the scale, and go into the joint here and go to the orient stuff and start playing around with the orientation. Oops, all my things have disappeared. Okay, that probably wasn't such a good idea, but it's gone ahead and it squashed it all. So let's have a look again, see if I can get that back out. Select my joint. There we go. So yeah, I probably connected the wrong attribute there, but you can see that it's actually made the scaling my sphere and my cube at the same time. So if you do select multiple objects, the first object that you select is the source, and the rest of them will be connected to as the targets. Yeah, so here also it recognises obviously SOuP nodes really easily, of course, being the SOuP tool, and we can connect whatever we like in that regard. Also, it can make, if you're using objects that are kind of need multiple connections to make them work, then SOuP will actually do that for you as well. In this case, it does matter which way you select the nodes, and also if you can see that I've got a whole lot of numerical data down here that's not kind of relevant to what I need, so I can go down here and I can filter this, take off my numerics, and then I'll end up just with a real short list there to connect my nodes together. Again, with the gravity, see what gravity there. With fluids, it works with fluids as well, and we've got gravity as well. So the SmartConnect tool is just getting smarter and smarter every time I use it. Ha ha ha. It's filled with encloth, so it recognises encloth. The cool thing about the bin marking menu is that you actually don't even need to be in the node editor for it to work. So I can actually use it in the viewport. Hold down the your hotkey, and you'll end up with the marking menu inside your viewport as well. And you can also make selections through the outliner too, and even have it over on the outliner if you want to. So it's pretty handy. If you come over here, you'll see that SmartConnect can also do multi-attributes. So selecting the KD tree nodes from SOuP, I can connect the out data, input outputs, and actually I did this prior to making the tutorial, so I've actually got these already done, but as we go down, Maya already automatically add more input outputs, and the SmartConnect will pick those up and add them to the to your list there. Also, you can see here if there is something that for some reason doesn't come up on your list, you've got quick access to the connection editor, and you can start using the connection editor as you normally would. But it just saves you, rather than going into your menu at the top, and or if you've got it on the shelf, it's right there at your fingertips. So that's really handy as well. Also, SmartConnect will recognize shader networks, so we can hook those up how we see fit, and Lambert as well. So that's probably the SmartConnect tool in a nutshell, pretty much. It's, as you can see, you can probably see that there's a lot of benefit in using the tool. It streamlines your workflow so much. It's very quick, it's easy to use, it's easy to set up, and you'll probably won't even need to use a connection editor or any of these the node editor workflows for a long time anyway. And I'm sure as time goes by, the tool will get better. If there are any bugs or anything, just let us know. If you have any questions, jump onto the forum and ask away, and we'll be happy to help you out there. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next tutorial. See you later. Bye.